Welcome everybody to the National Hopes Boys Singles Final. With thanks to Uncle Pop, Table Tennis Australia, Glory Kids, WAI specialists. We're at the Loops Table Tennis Centre in Melbourne. I'm joined by Frank Rogues. Rogues. The Rogue Man. Welcome, Frank.
Thank you.
What a match that semi-final was, mate.
Yes. Noura against Stephen Liu, a very good match. We were talking with Ajay about how hard it is to bounce back after a big loss, but also how hard it is to bounce back after a big win.
Absolutely.
And Daniel managed it pretty well despite a slow start.
Winning in 5 sets. But equally, Oscar Savage, he's just torn through the field today.
Yes.
Really, you could say. I mean, he went to 5 with Charlie Hollow, but he did lead 2-0 and then won at 11-4 in the 5th, showing his level, really.
Yes, very, very interesting match from Oscar in the semis, and from Charlie as well, big fight. We had a great day.
Bit of a revenge match here. Both boys played in the semi-final last year, or a group match to decide who would go through to the main 4. And Oscar won 3-2. Daniel Noura led 2-0 in that one and lost 3-2. So bit of a revenge match here. Good match for the kids.
Yes.
Nothing to lose except for becoming the Australian Hopes champion.
And what a title.
What a title. But yeah, I think we should take a moment during this match to sort of reflect on the week, Frank, and you've been a part of the whole week. It's been pretty good, right?
Yeah, it's been very positive with players from all 8 states and territories being represented here. Lot of focus throughout the session. The kids are more and more educated towards group sessions, and that's something that I never repeat enough. Education from the ground roots to the highest level is the most important thing.
Yeah, and just so, I mean, I can't encourage club coaches, as we talked in previous matches, club coaches, state coaches, national coaches, anyone that's coaching kids to get involved in the Hopes programs in their respective states or countries for that matter. We don't know where this live stream's going. It's a great program and a great initiative by the ITTF, which is fully embraced by Table Tennis Australia now. As you said, represented by all states in Australia.
Yeah, and just throwing it out there, but it could also be the opportunity for coaches to grow together. What I noticed in Australia, it's such a big country, so you're quite isolated within your club, within your area. So what you're doing in your environment, it's very hard to exchange about it. So this could be a forum, a discussion forum, growing all together as coaches as well as the players are growing.
Absolutely, I think that this event is instrumental as it's an ITTF program that is delivered from the top down. So you get educated right at the end level at the World Hopes Challenge. And those methods, as John Murphy knows so well, brings them back to the national event. And then obviously from the national event, you're bringing them down to the state event, and the same sort of culture is being built all the way through. So you've hit the nail on the head there as we go 7-5 for Daniel Noura. What a wide backhand. I think it's amazing how much of the table these kids are using, Frank.
Yes. We can see that Daniel clearly has a plan from the very start of the match. He's trying to pound Oscar in the wide backhand area, trying to make him move back to the wide forehand. Very, very clever, Daniel.
He's gone for the surprise serve down the line, anticipating that Oscar would make the pivot. However, Oscar was there waiting and reading the ball very well. You're right, he's got a clear plan. He's staying close to the table. He's not moving back at all, is he?
Yeah.
Daniel Noura staying on top of the table.
Pivoting, very spinny.
Slow spinny loop, yeah. Challenging the Oscar block. It's been a good set from Daniel Noura here.
Very solid.
So table 2 is a crucial match too, Frank.
Yes, between Stephen Liu and Charlie Hollow, both lost in 5 in the semi-finals.
They're playing for third place and the third spot at the Oceania Hopes.
Yeah, Stephen leading 1-0 after winning the first set 11-6. Table 3, Lucas Slam up 1-0 and 2-0 in the second set against Nicholas Chi for the 5th or 6th position. And on table 4, Jerry Zhang up 1-0 against Luke Chen for the 7th and 8th position.
Whilst the Hopes event's been going on, we've had the Mini Hopes happening, Frank. It's a new introduction by Table Tennis Australia this year called the Mini Hopes. So if you're ineligible to play in the Hopes event, as the rules and regulations state that you need to be 11 or 12, 11 and 12 or 12 to participate. We don't want to be saying no to kids for National Hope Week who are potentially 10 years old and too young. So they're playing in the Mini Hopes and they've been battling it out in the back courts all morning. Again, another great initiative and a great learning experience for the kids, right?
Yes, very, very important. The younger they can start coming to this kind of camps, the better it is for their development.
This will be an interesting set, this one, Frank. I think that Oscar's a very clever player, and I don't think the sort of if it is a set of tactics, I think he'll be working his way through it, trying to find a way into the Noura game.
Yeah, I think so too. He's more aggressive. He's less in trouble with Daniel's shovel serve, so it's going to be interesting. But yeah, very impressed with Daniel's first set, how he had a plan, how he locked Oscar up in the backhand, how he spun the ball very well. You know, it's match preparation at the end of the day. And that's things we're trying to emphasize on as coaches. If you arrive prepared for the first set, you're more likely to win this first set.
Absolutely. We've had this boy here all morning watching, listening to our comments. I think he's learning a lot from our comments. Quite the smart little kid, isn't he, Frank?
Yes, Tej has been working hard all week during the training camp. He's playing in the Mini Hopes. And
he's obviously a little champ. It says on the back of his shirt.
Yep. Looking forward to being on the big scene in a year or two.
Oscar Savage, if he can keep focus on his own match.
Yes.
7-2. For me, Oscar Savage just reeks of confidence.
Yeah.
He just has so much confidence in what he's doing. He knows if he's in control of a match, and he knows if he's not.
Yes.
And if he's not, that's when he focuses most.
Yeah. What a flick.
Beautiful flick.
What a flick cross court.
Very creative play.
Yes.
He was in the air when he flicked that. To coordinate the body and time the ball. Shows a huge talent. Steam has somewhat gone out of this one. At 10-3 for Oscar Savage.
Oh. Nice block, Daniel Noura. A little bit less effective to try to go wide backhand. Oscar has been changing the placement a little bit more. And 11 for Oscar.
All right, one game all. Just in the break there, I thought I'd go and get the run upstairs to the office and get the results of the mini hopes. So I thought we'd just run through what's happening there. So it looks like Ananya Nandakuma has 3 wins, 1 loss, Frank. But it's Renee Lee who has 4 straight wins.
Yep.
I can't see anybody else getting the win there, Frank.
No, but there is Esme Ho, who is on 3-1 and is going to play against Renee in the last match.
Right.
There could be a comeback between Ananya Nandakuma, Renee Lee and Esme Ho. So it's going to be a very big last round for the girls.
So there we go, 4 girls. 3 girls.
3 girls, yep.
All competing pretty well, but in that 6-person group, looks like Renee is the front runner and going well from Northern Territory. Another win for them.
Yes.
Potentially. So going really well there as Oscar Savage now goes 3-1 in this big point 4-1 up against Daniel Noura. As we look to the boys' mini hopes, looks like it's going to come down to a 2-person playoff. If I'm reading that correctly, yep. It's going to come down to Leonard Piachai. Nice ball there from Noura against Aksha Vidyarthi Fatihpalli. Aksha. Aksha's got 3 wins and so has Leonard. So it'll come down to that final match. Good effort from the mini hopes. Nice control.
Yeah,
nice control, wasn't it? He just waited for
it.
Got the ball, didn't rush the stroke. Nice set up. Taking time away from Oscar there, playing with speed. Oh, great serve.
Yeah,
nice
and
and
short.
What a flick though. Counters it with a great flick.
Very good. Very good, Daniel Noura.
Do you see much of Oscar, Frank?
I see
in the state tournaments and things?
Yes, in the state tournaments. I'm not surprised. I mean,
is he nervous here, or is he just sort of?
No, he's being
playing quite comfortably.
Oscar being Oscar.
Yeah.
Fearless.
Yeah, just he looks so calm, so controlled.
Yeah.
Yet playing very clever table tennis here, Oscar Savage.
Yes, it's with different players you have different challenges. Fear is one of them. It's not for Oscar. With Oscar, it's more the focus. He can lose focus sometimes during the set and fall short because of that. When he starts to wander around, it's usually not the best sign. But yeah, he's working on it and what a game, forehand flick, and becoming better and better.
I feel like Noura's got to stop that serve or find another spot, Frank.
Yes.
Otherwise, that flick is going to be the destruction of Noura. 8-7.
Nice serve.
Just ready to go again. Oscar Savage.
Backhand serve.
Nice placement. Oh, well done. Both boys, well done. As we go 8-all with the Noura serve. Important stages here. Oscar switched on here, isn't he?
Yeah.
Mistake.
A bit impatient, Mr. Noura.
Yeah.
Tiny bit impatient.
I think he wants to end the points early, right?
Yes.
He just wants to end those points early. Oh. I thought he was gone there, Frank.
Yep.
I thought there was no. I think Oscar couldn't believe his luck when he saw that serve come. What do you think, little man? Yeah.
Nice change.
Yeah, it was a good change. Just couldn't follow up.
Yeah.
There it is. Oscar Savage
minus
goes 2-1. 1 set away from becoming Australian Hopes champion. As Oscar Savage runs back from the bench, ready to do battle. A roller coaster event for Daniel Noura. Well, it's a straightforward event so far for Oscar Savage.
Yeah.
Oscar seems a little bit more turned on here, to be honest.
Yes.
He looks a bit more enthralled in the game, thinking of ways through.
Nice play from Daniel Noura. Oscar had changed the placement of this forehand flick. It didn't surprise Daniel.
Nice backhand, Frank.
Yeah.
The backhand's been really good from Noura this.
Yeah, Daniel is stronger. Backhand. Right now, Daniel is stronger. So he's trying to go as wide as he can. And Oscar is pivoting again and again. Yeah, comes back to the backhand. That wins the point. Nice change, wide to the forehand.
You can just tell he's been worked by Ashley in this match. With that he's listening to Ashley. He's doing what he wants.
Yes.
You know, it's an intelligent game, but it's very well structured, and that's why we can see that it's very Ashley based.
Yes, there is a plan.
Yeah, a massive, very simple plan, but a very good plan in a sense. Yeah.
And that's what we've seen in the previous 2 matches against Lucas Lam. There was a plan. He followed the plan. Against Stephen Liu in the semi-final, there was a plan. He followed the plan. So yeah, no issue on this end.
Noura there waiting for the flick to go cross court, forcing the error of Oscar Savage to flick down the line. Savage 3-9. This one looking like going to 5 sets. Nice backhand again. Like that backhand's impressing me.
Very good. I think that Oscar will need to do more with his own backhand. Maybe stop stepping around as much, trying to trust his backhand or serving a bit longer, but something needs to change.
As we go to a 5th set, the final set of the National Boys' hopes. Here we go, 2020 National Hope Singles, brought to you by Table Tennis Australia, proudly supported by Uncle Pop, Glory Kids, WA Eye Specialist, here at Loops Table Tennis Centre, with thanks to My Sport Live, 5th set action, joined by Frank Roguez.
You'll get it
Queensland. That clipped the edge there, Frank?
Yes, it's an edge.
Well, that saved him. I feel like that saved him, mate.
It's a let as well?
It was a let too, was it?
Let edge, okay.
0-1 smiles all round.
Oh, nice push. Nice push.
What a change up.
Yes.
That's just clever play. Like, he's made the flick 4 times cross court. Noura then says, okay, I know you're going cross court. Now I'm going to get ready for it. So he forces the error of Savage. Yeah. Savage now says, well, okay, I'll push it to you and see if you can handle that, son. Brilliant play. Timeout called by Robinson. 0-3.
And even Oscar changed the placement of the serve, didn't go wide to Daniel's backhand, so Daniel couldn't go wide to Oscar's backhand. Then he was able to step around and spin up to the forehand as a change as well. Very brilliant from Oscar Savage.
Again, a big mention to James Liu, the flamboyant James Liu. We've upgraded him to flamboyant, Frank.
Yeah.
Lovely spotted shirt. You probably can't pick it up on the camera, but it's got nice spots on it.
Yeah. And a very tight haircut as well.
Very tidy haircut.
Yeah,
very tidy. I feel like he does that every day.
Yeah. It's,
umpire James Liu gets the match back underway with Savage leading 3-0. Fault. What a timeout. Yeah. What a great timeout.
Ashley Robinson.
He's controlling the game out there, Frank.
That's
He's
his
calling
trademark.
faults. Trademark timeout Robinson. Just clipping the net there. Crucial moments. Can Noura mount a fight back, or will Savage? Mixing up the length there, Frank. With the short top spin serve, half longish, forces the push. Was that Robinson or was that Noura?
Maybe a combination of both.
Combination of both. Call from the expert. Frank Roguez. Did I get it right?
Yes, perfect. Took us 2 years.
5-2. Match in the balance.
Wide serve.
beautiful part about the Hopes program is anytime the ball lands underneath the table, it's so easy to get. Just a quick walk underneath the table and you're done. Obviously more difficult in the veterans competition when that ball gets stuck in the middle. They call for the kids to come back out and get it for them. They need ball boys. I shouldn't pay out the veterans too much. I'm almost there. 6-4.
6-4, score and serve.
Big time.
Yeah. Oh, long serve to the backhand. Nice chant from Daniel Noura, but can't follow up. Very
It was a
spinny
low
ball.
spinny ball, wasn't it? Bit much to ask of Noura. 7-4.
Again. Yeah, good
Clip the edge, mate.
Yep.
It was a nervous backhand though, that one. From Noura. It wasn't as clean as it's been for the last 4 sets.
He's trying to go as wide as he can.
Using the edge.
Yep.
5-7. Both boys aiming for their first national title.
The run serve, maybe the right time for the short top spin.
Shovel.
Oh, it's a long one.
I
Nice
think
spin.
that's what I'm saying. I think that backhand's been so smooth this match. I think that there's a little bit of tension in that backhand of Noura. Oh, reads it brilliantly.
Fearless, Oscar Savage.
Emails the fast serve to the backhand and is rejected by Oscar Savage. 9-5, 2 points away. I reckon Mum's back home. Jenny Barnes.
Whoa.
Oh, what a point.
What a point.
Point of the match, Frank. Brought to you by Uncle Pop. I believe Jenny Barnes, Mum, and Rebecca Stanley watching at home now.
Nice
Oh,
pivot.
great ball. Oscar Savage sets up 4 match balls. To add another title to the Savage dynasty. There it
that's
is, Oscar Savage wins 11-6 and wraps up the national boys singles title for 2020, defeating Daniel Noura 3-2. Congratulations, Oscar. Thanks, Frank, for joining me.
Thank you
I know
very
you got a
much.
flight to catch. Thanks a lot for all the time you spent in the box.
Thank you.